Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today it's all about your alignment and making sure that you're setting up to the golf ball correctly. Today we're going to talk about the 3 most common mistakes I see when people set up to the golf ball. And if you're not setting up to the golf ball in the correct way, well, you're not giving yourself the best chance possible to hit the ball straight. And then after we talk about those 3 common mistakes, I'm going to run you through what I do in my setup to help me align up to the ball a lot more effectively, so it gives me a better chance of hitting that ball straighter. Now, first and most common mistake I see are people who come into the golf ball from the side. Now, when you come into the golf ball from the side, it generally leads to you setting up to what I would call a closed position in your setup. And what I mean by a closed position, well, if you're a right-hander, it means you're going to be aiming right. If you're a left-hander, you're going to be aiming left. And it's a big mistake, because if my feet are aligning off to the right and my target's off to the left, I'm introducing what I would call a push shot or even a hook shot. And a lot of people suffer from those 2 shots quite a fair bit, just simply because their alignment is in the wrong place. So that's number 1 most common mistake, is people who come simply into the side when they set up. The second most common mistake I see are people who come up to the golf ball and they set their feet first before they set up with their club head. Again, funny enough, it starts to make you aim off to the right with your feet, and it creates what we would call a cross pattern. Club face aiming in this direction, feet aiming in the opposite direction. And if we've got a cross pattern, it just means your swing path is never going to be in the right place. So that's number 2, people who set their feet first. And then thirdly, the most common one that I see is people who do not understand that their feet don't need to be aiming at the target. Your feet need to be running parallel to your target line. So when you set up, yes, my club face is going to be aiming at the target, but no, my feet do not need to be aiming at the target. My feet need to be aiming parallel to that target line. And I think that's probably one of the most misunderstood things when it comes to the alignment or your setup in the golf swing, is that the people seem to think that they need to be aiming their feet at the target. That's the wrong thought straight away. Just remember, your feet always run parallel to the target. So then that asks you the question is, how do I start to get myself into a better position to create the best chance possible of hitting the ball straight? Well, again, here comes one of those training aids that is very important, and it's called an alignment stick. First and foremost, what I want you to do is I want you to stand directly behind the golf ball. And I want you to understand that when you're standing directly behind the golf ball, yes, you want to pick a target that is down the line, but what I want you to do is I want you to pick something that's on that target line that is roughly no further than a club head in front of the golf ball. So then once you've picked that spot, I want you to approach the ball from behind, and that negates that issue of the person who approaches the ball from the side. Always approach the ball from behind. It will help you to open up your body to the target. So I've picked the point down on the ground directly in front of myself. I'm then going to approach the ball from behind, and I'm going to aim the club head at that target. Now you'll notice here, I'm setting the club face first before I build my feet. Once I've got my target, I then build my feet parallel to that target line the best I possibly can. Now I'm into a position where I'm square to my target line, I've opened my body up to the target, and then from this position here, if I visually just turn my head and keep my posture, it will give me a good reference as to where I'm aiming. Never pick up your body and look, because that's going to give you the wrong perspective. So again, approach the ball from behind, aim the club head first, build your feet second, Stay in posture, turn your head towards the target, and then from there, have a swing. A little bit left of target, but at least there, I've given myself the best chance possible of hitting the golf ball straight. If your alignment isn't right, you're never giving yourself that chance in the first place. So just remember, when on the range, get some alignment sticks or some golf clubs down on the ground, build a muscle memory. But then when you're out on the golf course, approach from behind, come at the golf ball, set the club face first, build your feet so that you make what I would call the train tracks, twist the head, stay in posture to check your alignment, and then have a swing. Try that out on the golf course. Let me know how it goes for you by leaving a comment down below. And then most of all, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.